Welcome to the deep dive. We sift through some really fascinating insights to bring you knowledge that genuinely makes a difference.
That's the goal.
And today, we're diving into something truly unexpected. It's a concept that might just flip your whole understanding of how to start your day.
Right. Most of us think productivity means, jumping out of bed, hitting that to-do list.
Or maybe a quick meditation, hitting the gym before sunrise, that kind of thing.
Exactly. But what if the real secrets to lasting vitality, to really thriving as you age, what if they lie in rituals that are, well, far more deliberate?
Even a little chilly, maybe.
Yes, maybe even a bit chilly and profoundly counterintuitive.
It's a remarkable premise, isn't it?
It really is. Our sources for this deep dive suggest that the aggressive, kind of rush-driven approach many of us have, it might actually be working against our long-term health. We're going to explore how the first few hours after waking are not just important, they're profoundly critical.
Critical for what, exactly?
For setting your biological age, not just for the day, but really for the years to come.
Okay, biological age, that's huge. So our mission today is to unpack these unconventional morning routines.
From vibrant octogenarians, yeah.
Specifically, this incredible 84-year-old woman named Margaret, living in rural Vermont.
And her daily rituals, they challenge everything we thought we knew about starting the day. Right.
Totally. We're going to try and extract the most powerful nuggets of wisdom from what she does.
And there's some really compelling science backing this up.
Right, so you can understand how these initial hours are effectively programming your body's aging process.
And promise here is pretty significant. You'll discover not just what Margaret does,
but the why. Why these seemingly simple choices like, a bit of cold air or just sitting quietly, why they're literally rewiring her body.
For sustained energy, sharper cognitive function, cellular youth, it's about empowering your body to age towards vitality.
Not decline.
Exactly, not decline.
Okay, let's get into it. Margaret's story. She's 84 now, just a beacon of vitality.
But it wasn't always like that for her.
No, she learned these powerful secrets the hard way. 20 years ago, back when she was 64, she was recovering from her second heart attack.
Wow, a second one. That's a serious wake-up call.
Absolutely. And her cardiologist, apparently a very forward-thinking doctor,
studied longevity, blue zones, these places where people live remarkably long, healthy lives.
Yes, that kind of thinking. He gave her advice that completely changed her life.
It was a really pivotal moment, October 2004. He basically looked her in the eye and said,
What did he say?
Margaret, if you want to live to see your grandchildren graduate college, you need to stop treating your mornings like a race against time.
And start treating them like a sacred ritual. That's powerful.
It really resonated. She realized her fast-paced, often sort of anxiety-filled mornings were quite literally accelerating her health decline.
So she didn't just, slow down a bit.
No, she completely reimagined her entire morning, a total overhaul.
And what she developed is, well, it sounds revolutionary. It all kicks off at 5:30 a.m.
Early start.
Yeah, with what she calls the 7-minute conscious awakening.
Okay, what does that involve?
Instead of jumping out of bed or grabbing her phone, which so many of us do.
Guilty.
Right. She lies completely still for exactly 7 minutes, no movement, just focused breathing, kind of gently checking in with her body as it wakes up naturally.
That feels so counterproductive, doesn't it? Against our whole modern rush culture.
It really does. But here's the fascinating part. This seemingly unproductive habit, it's actually one of the most powerful anti-aging secrets.
How so?
Because those first few minutes after waking are this critical window for setting your biological age.
Okay, explain that window.
Well, think about it. That jarring alarm, immediately rushing around, it triggers a stress response, right?
Makes sense. Fight or flight, almost.
Exactly. And groundbreaking research from Harvard Medical School shows this isn't just a mental thing. It actually floods your system with cortisol.
The stress hormone.
Yep. Spikes blood pressure, and this is crucial. It stops the cellular repair your body was working on all night.
So it halts the good stuff.
Completely halts it. Margaret's pause, that 7 minutes of stillness, lets her cells continue that essential rejuvenating work. It gives her body a gentle, natural transition instead of a shock.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. A gentle wake-up for the cells, too. So after the stillness, what's next? Coffee? Stretching?
Nope, something far more invigorating and pretty surprising. Phase 2, the 3-minute controlled cold exposure.
Cold exposure, like an ice bath, at 84.
Not quite that extreme. She goes to the coldest spot in her house, maybe near a drafty window in Vermont, easy to find.
Ah, probably.
Opens her bedroom window wide, takes off her warm pajamas, and just stands there in her undergarments for 3 minutes.
3 minutes in the cold Vermont air.
Yeah. She said her first try back in 2005 only lasted 30 seconds, but even then, she felt more alive than she had in years.
Wow. Okay, so this isn't extreme biohacking. It's just brief, controlled cold.
Exactly. And the science here is cool, too. Even just that open-air exposure triggers the production of brown fat.
Which isn't the fat we usually worry about, right? It's metabolically active.
Precisely. It's like a metabolic powerhouse. Burns calories to generate heat, really revs up your cellular engines.
Okay.
It also activates your mitochondria, the cell powerhouses, and floods your system with norepinephrine.
Norepinephrine. That's like your body's natural focus drug, isn't it? Alertness.
Yes. Sharpens focus, but also kickstarts vital cellular repair processes. Lab studies show people who do this, even just for a few minutes daily.
What do they show?
Measurably slower cellular aging, improved immune function, and significantly reduced inflammation markers.
Just from 3 minutes of cold air.
Seems so. It's literally remodeling her body at a cellular level.
How does that slowdown in cellular aging actually happen? What's the mechanism?
It's about activating these deep metabolic and repair pathways. The brief stress of the cold, it's like it signals your cells to become more resilient, to fortify themselves.
Like a little wake-up call for cell defense.
Kind of. A short, sharp shock that says, hey, we need to be stronger, more efficient.
Interesting. And Margaret mentioned a deeper benefit too, right? Something beyond the physical.
She did. She told the researcher, when I can handle 3 minutes of cold air at 84 years old, I know I can handle whatever challenges the day throws at me.
Ah, so it's mental fortitude as well. Building resilience from the moment she's properly awake.
Exactly. Powerful mindset shift. Okay, so after the cold, phase 3. The 4-hour morning fast and strategic hydration.
4 hours. No breakfast. That goes against pretty much all conventional wisdom, especially for older adults.
Right. She skips it entirely. Instead, she drinks exactly 32 ounces. That's about a liter of room temperature water.
Just plain water.
Not quite.
Yeah.
Mixed with a pinch of high-quality sea salt and a squeeze of fresh lemon. Then nothing else, no food for the next 4 hours.
Okay, the water mix makes sense, electrolytes for hydration. But the 4-hour fast, why?
The reasoning is really scientific. It's tied to cutting-edge research on intermittent fasting and something called autophagy.
Autophagy, the cellular cleanup process.
Exactly. Your body's internal recycling crew. It's constantly taking out the cellular garbage, breaking down damaged proteins, recycling components that would otherwise pile up and speed up aging.
And this process peaks during sleep, right?
It does. But eating immediately upon waking basically shuts it down. Your body has to switch focus to digestion instead of that crucial repair and cleanup.
So Margaret's 4-hour fast isn't about depriving herself.
No, it's about giving her cells the time and energy they need to continue that cleanup, to stay young.
Extending that overnight repair window. And the hydration details, the salt and lemon, they're important too.
Absolutely crucial. Overnight, you get dehydrated, your blood thickens, makes the cardiovascular system work harder.
Right.
The sea salt, with its minerals, helps cells actually absorb and use the water more effectively than just plain water.
Better cellular hydration.
Yeah. Margaret learned this from a 92-year-old man at a longevity conference. He told her, dehydration is the silent killer of the elderly.
Wow. Simple but profound. Okay, so after fasting and hydrating, what's next? It's 9:30 a.m. now.
Now she shifts gears. Phase 4. The 15-minute brain-boosting journaling.
Journaling, okay.
She sits down, usually with a warm cup of green tea, and writes by hand, specifically in cursive.
Cursive. Interesting. Why cursive?
Apparently, writing by hand, especially cursive, activates different neural pathways than typing, pathways that often lie dormant.
So it's like exercise for different parts of the brain?
Pretty much. It stimulates the production of BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor.
Sometimes called miracle growth for the brain.
That's the one. Promotes new brain cell growth, strengthens connections. She's literally rewiring her brain to stay sharp.
And what does she write about? Is the content important?
Immensely important. She focuses on 3 specific things. 3 things she's grateful for, 1 challenge she recently overcame, and 1 goal she's excited about working towards.
Gratitude, resilience, future focus.
Exactly. That specific combination, neuroscientists say, activates the optimism circuit in the brain.
And that helps slow cognitive decline.
Yes. and significantly increases life satisfaction. Her commitment is amazing. She says, "Some mornings I don't feel like writing, but I do it anyway because I know my future self is counting on me to keep her mind sharp."
That's real dedication. Proactive cognitive health. Okay, what follows journaling? It's 10:00 a.m.
Time for phase 5, the 20-minute purposeful strength training. And again, it's not what you picture.
No gym, no weights.
No, she walks out to her garden and uses the heaviest watering cans she can safely lift about 8 to 10 pounds when full to water her plants.
Functional fitness, integrated into daily life.
Exactly. It's a brilliant way to combat sarcopenia, that natural muscle loss that happens with age.
Which is like 3-8% per decade after 30, and it really speeds up after 60, right?
It does. So this helps maintain muscle mass, bone density, balance, all crucial.
And it feels purposeful, not like a chore. Research backs this up, doesn't it? That purposeful activity is more sustainable.
Yeah, University of Pennsylvania research showed people doing purposeful physical activity are 40% more likely to stick with it long term.
So she's caring for her garden and her body simultaneously, fostering that connection to life and growth.
It's weaving movement into her life's purpose. Okay, one last phase, 10:30 a.m.,
What happens now?
phase 6, the 30-minute watching time. This is all about mindfulness and awe.
Watching time.
After gardening, she sits in her favorite armchair by the window, complete silence, no TV, no phone, no news.
Watching.
Just observing the world outside her garden, neighbors, the clouds, and observing her own thoughts, too, without judgment.
So it's a form of mindfulness meditation.
A very powerful one. It's proven to reduce inflammation, lower blood pressure, improve immune function. It actually changes brain structure for longevity.
And there's something else too, right? About connecting with nature.
Yes. Crucially, by connecting with nature, even just looking out the window, she triggers the awe response.
The feeling of being part of something bigger. Stanford research linked awe to better health markers.
That's right. Lower inflammation, stronger immune systems, greater life satisfaction. Margaret calls this her daily dose of wonder.
A daily dose of wonder. I like that.
She said, "When I sit and really pay attention, I remember that I'm part of something much bigger than my own worries and aches and pains, and that feeling keeps me young in a way that no pill or supplement ever could."
That's incredibly profound. So these 3 hours, roughly 5:30 a.m. to maybe 10:30 or 11:00 a.m.,
they consciously set the tone for her entire day. Think about it. By the time many people her age are just waking up, getting oriented,
Margaret has already activated cellular repair, done cold exposure, boosted her brain, done strength training, practiced mindfulness.
fortified her muscles, sharpened her mind, connected with nature, filled her emotional tank. She's not just going through the motions.
No, she's actively creating the conditions for thriving.
And this really encapsulates her core wisdom, doesn't it?
It does. She said, most people think aging is something that happens to you, but I've learned that aging is something you do.
And how you do it in the first few hours of each morning determines whether you're aging toward vitality or aging toward decline.
And circadian rhythm research completely backs this up. Those first 3 hours after waking are peak time for your body to respond to environmental cues.
Cues that either speed up or slow down aging. It's fascinating.
Sure, it is.
Now, if you're listening and thinking, okay, great for Margaret, but she's already super vital, maybe this isn't possible for me.
We should talk about Frank.
Yes. Frank's story is such powerful proof that small steps matter hugely. He's 79, retired construction worker from Detroit.
And his situation was very different from Margaret's current state, right?
Yeah.
Sedentary, stressed.
Totally. On 6 different medications, his doctor just told him to take it easy.
No standard advice, often.
Right. But 3 years ago, Frank's daughter showed him an article about these kinds of morning routines. He was skeptical, naturally.
Understandable.
But he decided to try just one thing.
Yeah.
Just Margaret's 7-minute conscious awakening. Nothing else.
Just the stillness in bed.
Just the stillness. And the results.
What happened?
Within 2 weeks, he just felt calmer. Within a month, his sleep was dramatically better.
Wow, that quickly.
Yeah. And then within 6 months, as he gradually started adding other elements, maybe a bit of cold water, some mindful moments.
He started stacking the habits.
Exactly. He was able to reduce his blood pressure medication with his doctor's supervision, of course,
That's significant.
and his biomarkers. They now match someone roughly 15 years younger. His cognitive function measurably improved, too.
Frank's story really shows it's possible. It underscores the power of these seemingly small consistent actions.
It's compelling proof, and the beauty here is adaptability. It's not about perfection, really.
Absolutely not. It's not about doing exactly what Margaret does. It's about understanding the principles.
Right. Understanding the why behind the cold, the stillness, the fasting, the movement.
And then adapting them to your life, your circumstances. Maybe you splash cold water on your face instead of the full 3 minutes outside.
Or do wall push-ups while the kettle boils instead of lifting a heavy waddling can. Carry groceries in smaller trips.
The key is just to start somewhere.
Yeah.
Take that first conscious step, maybe tomorrow morning.
Because your morning routine, it's a powerful force. It's either working for you or against you when it comes to aging.
There really is no neutral ground there.
Yeah.
And the choice, which direction you go, that's entirely in your hands.
So here's something to think about. If those first 3 hours of your morning really do have the power to influence your aging process for the entire day, what subtle shifts could you make tomorrow morning? What small step could you take to start programming your cells for vitality?
Not just for the day ahead.
But for the years to come. It's a profound thought, and it could truly change everything.